Saturday morning, 8:45 a.m. You're standing in the pharmacy aisle, staring at a shelf packed with little blue pills. Your heart's pounding, not from excitement, but from embarrassment. The cashier's a 20-something kid who could be your son. And you're thinking, is this really where I am now? At 53, sneaking ED pills like some kind of secret. I'm Dr. Amelia Hayes, and I've spent 15 years helping men over 50 reclaim what they thought was gone forever. Not with pills, injections, or awkward doctor visits, but with something so simple, it's hiding in your refrigerator right now. I'm talking about stem cell foods, nature's answer to regenerative medicine. Foods so powerful, they can actually help your body rebuild damaged blood vessels and nerve pathways, the same pathways that give you rock-solid erections. No prescription needed, no side effects, just real food doing what your body was designed to do. Heal itself. Today, we're putting stem cell foods head-to-head with ED pills. Cost, results, sustainability, and yes, your confidence in the bedroom. By the end of this video, you'll know which one actually works and which one is just keeping you dependent. Stick with me, because what I'm about to share changed everything for guys like Tom, 67, who told me, "Doc, I threw my pills away after week 3. Let's start with the promise everyone's talking about, stem cells. You probably heard the buzz, celebrities getting stem cell injections, athletes using them for recovery. But here's what most men don't know. You don't need a 15,000 clinic visit to access stem cell benefits. Your body already has stem cells, billions of them, dormant, waiting for the right signal. And certain foods, the ones I call stem cell activators, send that exact signal. Think of stem cells as your body's construction crew. When blood vessels in your penis get damaged from age, stress, or poor circulation, stem cells rush in with blueprints to rebuild. But here's the catch. If you're eating junk, sitting all day, and stressed out, those stem cells stay asleep. They never get the memo. Stem cell foods wake them up. Foods rich in antioxidants, nitrates, and growth factors tell your body, hey, we've got work to do down there. Clinical trials show that mesenchymal stem cell therapy improved erectile function in 50 to 89% of men who didn't respond to pills. That's like going from a sputtering engine to smooth, confident performance. But you don't need an injection. You need the right groceries. Let me explain how this works at the biological level. No medical jargon, just simple truth. When you eat foods like pomegranate, spinach, and walnuts, they flood your bloodstream with compounds called polyphenols and nitrates. These compounds do 3 critical things. First, they boost nitric oxide, the molecule that relaxes your blood vessels and lets blood rush into your penis. It's like opening a dam. Second, they reduce inflammation, the silent killer of erectile tissue. Chronic inflammation stiffens your arteries, making it harder for blood to flow. Stem cell foods are like fire extinguishers, putting out that inflammation. Third, they activate dormant stem cells in your bone marrow and blood vessels. These cells migrate to damaged areas, your penile tissue, prostate, pelvic nerves, and start regenerating. It's not magic, it's your body remembering how to be young again. Now here's where it gets interesting. Pills can't do any of this. But here's what the pharmaceutical companies don't want you to know. Pills don't fix the problem, they rent you a solution. Every time you pop that little blue tablet, you're paying for a temporary boost. The pill opens your blood vessels for a few hours, then it's gone. Meanwhile, the real issue, damaged endothelial cells, chronic inflammation, weak circulation, stays untouched. It's like putting a band-aid on a broken pipe. Sure, it stops the leak for a moment, but the pipe's still cracked. Let me tell you about Richard, 59, former construction foreman. He came to my office after 2 years on pills. "Doc," he said, "I feel like a slave to these things. I can't be spontaneous anymore. I have to plan intimacy like a business meeting." He was spending $80 a month dealing with headaches, flushed face, and that weird blue tint in his vision. And worst of all, the pills stopped working as well after a year. His body built tolerance. I asked him one question. "Richard, what if your body could make its own fix? What if you didn't need to wait for a pill?" His eyes lit up. That's when we started the stem cell food protocol. Now, don't get me wrong, pills have their place. For men with severe vascular disease, diabetes, or post-surgery ED, pills can be a lifeline. But for the majority of men over 50, guys whose problems stem from lifestyle circulation and inflammation, pills are overkill. They mask symptoms instead of addressing root causes. And here's the kicker. Pills cost you $30 to $80 per month. Every month, forever. Stem cell foods. A bag of spinach costs $3. A pound of walnuts, $8. Pomegranate juice, $6. You're looking at $20 to $30 a week for meals that don't just help your erections, they improve your heart, brain, energy, and longevity. It's not even a fair comparison.
So what are these miracle foods? Let's break them down aisle by aisle. First up, watermelon, nature's Viagra. Watermelon is loaded with L-citrulline, an amino acid that your body converts into L-arginine, which then becomes nitric oxide. That's the molecule that makes your blood vessels relax and expand. One study found that men who consumed watermelon extract saw noticeable improvements in erection firmness within 2 weeks. It's like going from a leaky garden hose to a fire hydrant. Next, dark leafy greens, spinach, kale, arugula, mustard greens. These are packed with folate and nitrates. Research shows men with ED often have low folic acid levels. Folate supports healthy blood vessel function and nerve signaling. Nitrates, especially from greens, convert to nitric oxide in your bloodstream. Think of them as your vascular cleaning crew, sweeping out plaque and keeping blood flowing freely. Then we've got berries, blueberries, blackberries, goji berries, pomegranate. These little guys are antioxidant powerhouses. They contain anthocyanins and polyphenols that protect your endothelial cells from oxidative stress. Translation: they keep your blood vessel lining smooth and flexible. Pomegranate juice, specifically, has been shown to boost nitric oxide and improve erectile response in multiple clinical studies. One patient told me, "Doc, I started drinking pomegranate juice every morning, and by week 3, I felt like I was 25 again." Nuts and seeds, walnuts, almonds, pistachios, pumpkin seeds. These are rich in L-arginine, zinc, and healthy fats. Zinc is critical for testosterone production. A study on pistachios found that men who ate them daily for 3 weeks experienced significant improvement in erectile function. Walnuts improve blood flow and reduce inflammation. Pumpkin seeds support prostate health and sperm quality. Basically, they're tiny but mighty. And let's not forget fatty fish, salmon, mackerel, sardines. Rich in omega-3 fatty acids, these improve cardiovascular health and circulation. Good heart health equals good bedroom performance, plain and simple. Garlic is another unsung hero. It contains allicin, a compound that boosts nitric oxide and widens arteries. Yeah, your breath might smell, but your erections won't care. Dark chocolate, 70% plus cacao, is packed with flavonoids that improve blood flow and mood. It's literally an aphrodisiac backed by science. And here's a bonus: coffee. Studies show men who consume 85 to 170 milligrams of caffeine daily have 42% lower rates of ED. Coffee stimulates nitric oxide production and improves vascular function. Pair your morning coffee with a handful of nuts and some berries, and you've just activated your body's natural ED defense system. No pharmacy, no awkward conversations, just breakfast. Here is the stat that blew my mind when I first read it. In one study of 24 men receiving umbilical cord stem cell treatment, 89% experienced erectile function gains at 6 months. No pills, no surgery, just stem cell activation. Now imagine getting similar results not from a 15,000 injection, but from a 30 grocery trip. That's the power of feeding your body what it actually needs. All right, let's get real for a second. You're probably thinking, Dr. Hayes, this sounds great, but how do stem cell foods actually stack up against pills? Let me break it down for you. No fluff, just facts. Cost comparison. ED pills, $30 to $80 per month. $360 to $960 per year, forever. Stem cell foods, $20 to $30 per week, roughly $100 to $130 per month. But here is the difference. that 100 isn't just for your erections. It's fueling your heart, brain, energy, immune system, and longevity. Pills, they do one thing, temporarily: speed of results. Pills work in 30 to 60 minutes, but the effect dies in 4 to 6 hours. Stem cell foods take 2 to 4 weeks to show noticeable results, but once they kick in, the benefits are sustained, not rented. Your body is actually healing, not just masking symptoms. Side effects: pills, headaches, flushed face, nasal congestion, vision changes, and in rare cases, dangerous drops in blood pressure. Stem cell foods, maybe some garlic breath. That's it. Oh, and better overall health. Sustainability. Pills, you're dependent forever. Miss a dose. No performance. Stem cell foods, your body becomes its own pharmacy. You're building a foundation, not leasing one. Confidence factor. Pills, you have to plan intimacy, wait for the pill to kick in, hope it works, deal with the anxiety of what if it doesn't. Stem cell foods, spontaneous, natural, no planning, just confidence. You're not relying on a pill, you're relying on your body, and that changes everything. Let me tell you about James, 62, retired firefighter. Had been on pills for 3 years, spending over $200 a month between prescriptions and supplements. He was frustrated, exhausted, and honestly, losing hope. I put him on a simple protocol: pomegranate juice every morning, spinach and walnuts for lunch, salmon twice a week, dark chocolate as a snack. Week 1, nothing. Week 2, he noticed more energy, better mood. Week 2, something happened. James woke up Saturday morning with what he hadn't felt in 2 years: morning wood. He texted me, "Doc, is this real? I didn't take a pill last night." I replied, "That's your body remembering how to be a man again." By week 4, he was off pills completely. His wife noticed, his confidence soared, and his wallet thanked him. That's the difference between renting and owning. Now let's talk about what happens long-term, because this is where stem cell foods absolutely dominate. Pills might give you a quick fix tonight, but what about 6 months from now? A year? 5 years? Your body doesn't improve on pills. It stays stuck in the same broken state, dependent on a chemical crutch. Stem cell foods, on the other hand, are regenerative. They're teaching your body to heal itself, vessel by vessel, nerve by nerve. After 3 months of eating this way, men report not just better erections, but better energy, sharper minds, improved mood, and even weight loss. Why? Because you're feeding your stem cells, your cardiovascular system, your hormones, everything. One study on plant-based diets found that men who ate more fruits, vegetables, nuts, and whole grains had significantly lower rates of ED. It wasn't just about avoiding bad foods, it was about actively eating healing foods. Your body responds to what you put in it. Feed it processed junk, and it shuts down. Feed it living, nutrient-dense foods, and it wakes up. Another patient, Carl, 65, told me, "I used to think eating healthy was boring, rabbit food. But when I saw my morning erections come back, when my wife smiled at me the way she used to, I realized this isn't a diet. It's a lifestyle that gave me my life back." That's the truth pills can't sell you. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. But Dr. Hayes, I've tried eating healthy before. It didn't work. Here's why: you weren't targeting the right foods. Most healthy diets focus on weight loss, not vascular regeneration. Stem cell foods are specific. They're chosen for their nitric oxide boosting, anti-inflammatory, circulation-enhancing properties. It's not about eating less. It's about eating smart. Let me give you a simple weekly meal plan that hits all the targets. Monday, scrambled eggs with spinach and garlic, handful of walnuts, pomegranate juice. Tuesday, salmon with roasted Brussels sprouts, side of blueberries. Wednesday, chicken breast with arugula salad, olive oil dressing, dark chocolate square. Thursday, oatmeal with almonds and goji berries, coffee. Friday, grilled mackerel with asparagus, watermelon slices. Saturday, steak with sautéed kale and pumpkin seeds. Sunday, smoothie, spinach, banana, blueberries, almond butter, and a splash of pomegranate juice. That's it. Simple, delicious, and powerful. You're not counting calories or starving yourself. You're feeding your body what it's been craving, real nutrition. Here is the beautiful part. After about 8 weeks, your body becomes its own pharmacy. Your stem cells are activated, your blood vessels are healthier, your nitric oxide production is optimized. You don't need to think about it anymore. It just works. That's what I call true freedom. Now let's address the elephant in the room. What about men with serious medical conditions? If you have diabetes, severe cardiovascular disease, or you've had prostate surgery, stem cell foods alone might not be enough. But here is the thing, they can still help a lot. Even men on pills benefit from adding stem cell foods to their routine. Think of it as a 1-2 punch. The pill gives you immediate support, and the foods rebuild your foundation over time. Many of my patients who start eating this way find they can reduce their pill dosage or eliminate it altogether within a few months. Always talk to your doctor before making changes, but don't underestimate the power of nutrition. Your body wants to heal, you just have to give it the tools. One more thing I want to address, shame. A lot of men feel embarrassed about ED like it's a personal failure. Let me be clear, it's not. ED is a sign that something in your body needs attention. Your circulation, your hormones, your stress levels. It's not about being less of a man, it's about being human. And the smartest thing you can do is take action, not hide. Whether that's trying stem cell foods, talking to your doctor, or both, taking control is the ultimate act of strength. I've seen men in their 70s, 80s regain their vitality. It's never too late. So here is my challenge to you. Give stem cell foods an honest 8-week trial. Cut out the processed junk, load up on the foods I mentioned, and track how you feel. Energy, mood, morning erections, bedroom performance, all of it. I'm willing to bet you'll see a difference that pills never gave you. All right, let's wrap this up with some straight talk. Pills work, there's no denying that. They can give you a quick fix, a boost when you need it, but they don't heal, they don't regenerate, and they don't make you healthier. They're a temporary solution to a problem that deserves a permanent fix. Stem cell foods, on the other hand, are the real deal. They're affordable, sustainable, side effect free, and they improve every aspect of your health, not just your erections. They wake up your body's natural ability to heal itself. They turn you from a man dependent on pills into a man who owns his vitality. And that, gentlemen, is the difference between surviving and thriving. If you take one thing away from this video, let it be this. Your body is not broken, it's just been fed the wrong fuel. Give it the right fuel: watermelon, spinach, nuts, berries, fish, garlic, dark chocolate, and watch what happens. You'll feel stronger, sharper, more confident, and yes, more capable in the bedroom. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you tried stem cell foods? Are you currently on ED pills? Drop a comment below and let me know your story. I read every single comment, and I'm here to help. If this video helped you, hit that like button, share it with a friend who needs to hear this, and subscribe for more honest, science-backed advice on men's health. Next week, I'm revealing the one mineral deficiency that's silently killing your testosterone and how to fix it in 30 days. You don't want to miss that. This is Dr. Amelia Hayes reminding you, your best years aren't behind you, they're ahead. And they start with what you put on your plate. Take care of yourself, gentlemen. You're worth it. This video is for educational purposes only and is not intended as medical advice. Always consult with your healthcare provider before making changes to your diet or treatment plan, especially if you have underlying medical conditions or are taking medications.